Boogity-boo. That was the sound check. Hope you enjoyed that. So, for those who somehow don't know, it is September, and according to a lot of people on Twitter, it's Halloween time. Now, the reason I say that is simply because, well, Halloween's like every day for me, alright? You look at my home decor, it's basically Halloween decorations. You know the stuff I make on the internet? I make creepy bullshit. Look at me, I'm a creepy motherfucker. People look at me weird when I walk down the street. And here's the thing, it's only because I love it so much, and I don't see Halloween as just a holiday, I see it as a whole damn aesthetic. An aesthetic that can easily be built upon. But you know, we're not talking about the aesthetic. No. We're talking about the holiday. And right now, we're actually going to be talking about the things I don't like about it. Because I was originally going to do, at first, the things I did like about it. But then I realized it would be just repeating the same things everyone else would say. All the candy, the costumes, the fall season. Everyone else would say that. I figured if I talk about the stuff I don't like, that'd be way more interesting. So that's what I'm going to do. Believe it or not, there are some things I don't like about Halloween. And the list is actually bigger than one might think. Especially coming from someone like me. By the way, I do have to preface something. My roommates are here. Usually I don't like to record when my roommates are here because this place is not good with soundproofing. So if you hear, like, the TV or a cough or something like that, I'm sorry, there's not much I can really do with that. Just know that I'm trying my fucking eyes. Let's start with a little pet peeve that I think a lot of people are going to be like, what? Some people really seem to think that the horror genre is Halloween exclusive. By the way, I live by a road with a very busy one, a 4-lane, 2-way one. Forgot to mention that part. Anyway, let's begin again. Some people genuinely believe that liking a horror is only exclusive to Halloween. You can't watch horror movies, you can't play horror games, you can't consume any sort of horror media until it's Halloween. Here's the thing, I like doing things like a Halloween movie night, or like every night of the month of October we'll watch a horror movie. That's fun, I like that stuff. It's a neat little thing, but some people genuinely seem to think, oh, I can't watch a horror movie, people are gonna think I am weird. But then it gets to that point in time where it's Halloween, where it's like, oh, now I can watch it. No, you stupid. Not every horror movie comes out during the month of October. Not every horror game comes out around that point in time. Horror is a genre. It's like people would seem to think that you can only laugh on April 1st. That comedy only exists in the month of April. Which is stupid, and no one thinks that. It's like the people who seem to think you can only eat like a fat piece of shit on Thanksgiving. Look at me, I eat literal garbage, like, every fucking day. I'm surprised I'm not dead or 300 pounds, honestly. It is actually a little concerning. What I'm starting to say is that I don't care what ding-dang flame holiday it is. You can do whatever the hell you want, whenever the hell you want. Look at me. I like I said, I have Halloween decorations as regular fucking decor. I clap in glee. Spirit Halloween opens. That means, like, I could buy some expensive home decor. I have a skeleton in my living room. It's a freaking skeleton. That's not there for Halloween. That's there because I like him, and he's my friend. Speaking of society's weird standards of what's okay and what's not, this one is going to be a little more understandable, because I'm sure there are some people who are already thinking like, alright, there are probably a few people who would prefer to watch horror stuff during Halloween, but it's not that much of a big deal, and I agree. But I think there's one thing that a lot of people can agree on. Why is trick-or-treating only, like, designated just for kids or teenagers? Why is it so weird for an adult to go trick-or-treating with friends? Now, it'd be weird if he was going by himself. In fact, I'd say keep an eye on that strange fellow, especially if you look on a certain app and you see he's a red dot in your neighborhood. But at the same time, why is it only gotta be a kid thing? I mean, really. Getting costumes, running around, and eating food that's terrible for us? We're adults. We drink alcohol. That's basically our candy. And it's not like they have, I don't know, an adult section of Halloween costumes in Spirit Halloween that's just as big as the kids section. Oh wait, there is. Wouldn't it be better for adults to do trick-or-treating more than kids anyway, since we don't have to worry about school or bedtimes and we can just go to bed whenever the fuck we want? I don't know why it's considered such a big deal. Oh, the adults trick-or-treating. Once again, I'd only say it's weird if he or she is doing it by themselves, but if they're doing it as a group, you know what, there could be, like, some troublemakers out there, like a group of young adults, like, in their early 20s, like, from a frat party. You know what? You could look at, like, kids could have weird groups that you gotta keep an eye out for, so shut up! If you're gonna tell me that I can't trick-or-treat because I'm 24 years old, I want you to get your hand inside a pumpkin, rip out its guts, and eat it, because that's what you deserve. But you know what? I guess not trick-or-treating isn't that bad. because I don't get razor blades stuck in my teeth. There are these insane lunatics out there who think it's a fantastic idea, just hilarious, an absolute gas, if you put a razor blade in an apple and give it to a kid for Halloween. Not only is it insulting to the kid that you gave him a fruit instead of candy, but that fruit doesn't bring health, it brings pain. The kid's gonna eat it and he's gonna be like, all I want for Christmas is my two front teeth, because I lost him to a razor blade from an apple I ate. What absolute fucking psychos. And there are people who poison candy too. So, if it's not bad enough, like, okay, you can avoid the apples. Kids aren't gonna eat apples or freaking peanuts at Halloween night. They're gonna eat candy. But there's some people who put awful substances like bleach or rat poison or some other thing inside candy, just to be like, hey, I killed a child. You're an absolute sick bastard. And I hate you. You ruin things for everyone else. You're the reason I don't go out to Walmart and just casually pick up a thing of milk or iced tea. Not that I drink iced tea. Because there was like a trend. I forgot whether this was 2018 or 2019, but there was this weird trend of teenagers and young adults thinking it'd be just a hilarious idea to get things of iced tea, undo the cap and spit into it and put it back in. You're the fucking reason every single time I try to get some freaking Coca-Cola from Walmart, then I go ahead and like slightly turn each fucking thing to make sure that it's not undone. Because for those who don't know, the way the caps work inside the plastic bottles is that they're like connected and you gotta snap them off before you can actually turn them off. And if I see at least one of them that turns easily just by a nudge, I ain't buying it. I don't want someone's saliva or cooties or fucking STDs or sexually transmitted diseases all on my fucking body just because you thought you'd be hilarious. Oh dear, seems like I skipped one. Might as well talk about it now then. Going back to kids and trick-or-treating. Now don't get any suspicious things I'm talking about kids, not in that way. I'm not the red dot, I swear. Here's one thing I never understood about Halloween. It's a school night. Now of course this doesn't affect me as an adult. I'm 24 years old. Yet, Halloween is mainly for kids. We're not allowed to go trick-or-treating because we're adults. And yet, you expect kids to go out to only like 8 o'clock, come back, and they gotta go to school tomorrow? Now, I know there are probably some places in the country or even the world that are like, okay, you got the day off after Halloween. But shouldn't that be standard? I mean, think about it. Kids are gonna be running around in the middle of the night. They got costumes, they're eating candy, they're gonna get a stomach ache in the morning and probably a night terror from all the sugar they ate. And you expect them to go into school the next day? You know, they say that school is sort of like a preparation for the real world. And you know what? It's probably the closest thing that's actually a preparation for adulthood that school has ever done. Because when you wake up, you got a fucking stomach virus, and you had a night terror, you're scarred for life, you're still expected to go to work, or you're gonna be fired. So, that's probably the closest thing that they have to actually teaching people to what adulthood is like. But anyway, though, here's the thing, though. The thing that gets me the most is that look at Christmas. Look at your Christmas break. Not only do some schools, like, start it off on Christmas Eve, sometimes they start it off on the 23rd. That's a lot of days off. 23rd, 24th, 25th, and of course the days all the way up to New Year's Eve itself. No matter what, you're getting at least 10 days off. And maybe even more, depending on where the days are positioned in the calendar that year. You could have 2 extra days off if the 23rd was a Monday. That means the 21st and the 22nd are a Saturday and a Sunday. You're going to have a lot of days off. Could you at least get one of those days and put it after Halloween? It doesn't bother me that much because I'm an adult and it doesn't affect me at all. It's just confusing and kind of dumb. Especially since that's the primary reason trick-or-treating is like forced to stop so early. You know, you expect Halloween to be out at night, right? But by the time night finally comes, it's over. Because of that stupid fucking thing. You know, let the kids stay up a little longer. Let them have their sugars. And let them have their stomach ache in peace in the morning. Now, come on. It's dumb. Jesus! I gotta get in my Jesus mobile! People want to put religion in everything. I don't know why. Here's the thing, though. Not everything is connected to religion. Now, I'm not trying to tease religious people in general. I'm not trying to go ahead and say, oh, if you believe in this thing, then you're stupid. Or if you don't believe in this thing, you're a Nimrod. I'm just trying to say, look, we all believe different things. That's fine. We all have our beliefs. Just don't be an asshole about it. But there are some people who like to go ahead and say, don't let your kid go out trick-or-treating because the devil is going to get them. It doesn't matter if it's enjoyment for kids religious people are going to go ahead and act like it's the worst thing ever. They did the same thing to Pokemon. I'm sure many of you know about that famous little video where it's like, they showed a picture of Jigglypuff and they said, this creature's name in Japanese means demon. I've seen like a King of the Hill Halloween special that's literally this, where it's like Bobby's literally being yelled at by his dad and this other lady. The lady's saying, you'll go to hell, and Hank's just like, you'll get candy, and Bobby's just like, I'm going with my dad. But it's just, I don't understand, you know? If you believe it's such a legitimate problem, you should probably have more reasoning besides just, God doesn't like it. Because not everyone believes in God. If you want to reason to someone, you gotta reason to them their way. You can't reason to them with your logic. They ain't gonna listen to that. Especially atheists, you know. You got a Christian trying to reason to an atheist that God wouldn't like this. The atheist doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't believe in God. I feel genuinely bad for some of the famous monsters that represent Halloween. You know, Frankenstein's monster, Dracula, the werewolf, because they've all just been spayed and neutered to become like, we're the goofy monsters. It's just no one respects them anymore. And the only way that you can see like a somewhat serious take is if it's like one of those super edgy kind of things, like Dracula Untold, or you turn it into something that people want to fuck, like in Twilight with Edward Cullen. Like, I get it, we have our current Halloween monsters, we got creepypasta monsters, we got the Slender Man, we got Siren Head, we got Momo, we got fucking slashers like Jason Voorhees and Freddy Krueger, we got the Look-See monster, we got all that crazy stuff. We don't really need these other monsters, but there's so much room and potential for them. Not only because they're open use so anyone can use them, but also because they just only have a few rules to go by. I've mentioned this with Slender Man, but there are only a few rules that you really have to follow with, like, vampires or mummies. And besides that, you can do whatever the hell you want with them. And to me, that's fun. But no one wants to do that because nowadays, Dracula is just insert family-friendly clip art. Or insert goofy Walmart brand Frankenstein fucking decoration. Where he's got like, ooh, I got the cartoony face, I got a big smile. I know you gotta get the kids involved, but, you know, challenge the kids. Spook them a little bit. You know what'll happen if you just go ahead and hide everything from your kids and not spook them every once in a while? They're probably gonna become spoiled brats and douchebags in the future. And those are the people you gotta look out for on Halloween night. The stupid drunk college kids that go around like, oh yeah, man, oh god, oh, yo, man. They want to ruin the whole night for you just because they're an asshole and they want to act like they're top shit. Oh, let me go in my car and turn up the bass all the way to the point where I can't hear the words. Oh, someone's looking at me? Yeah. Fucking God. Nothing pisses me off more than douchebags. You know, the fucking wife beater shirts, or like the long sleeve jackets with the hoodies, with the shorts. That's the modern take of the douchebag, right? The fuckboy. Back then, it used to be like wife beater with really baggy pants. Now it's just a stereotypical fuckboy, and he goes on TikTok and says, "Hello, baby girl." Those are the people you gotta look out for. And then you got fucking a lady who looks like Kim Kardashian walking up, be like, "Are you talking to my man like that?" And they would have ruined your whole goddamn night because they think they're top shit. Alright, turn down the bass in your car. Listen to yourselves every once in a while. Say what you do in the mirror that you do to another person, and realize you look stupid. Absolutely idiotic. You nimrods. You don't look cool. You don't look badass. Nobody wants to fuck you because you go, baby girl. They just think you're an asshole. And they're gonna make fun of you, if anything. I'm glad more people realize that douchebags are douchebags, you know? Back when I was in school, being a douchebag was the cool thing, you know? If you got a buzz cut head, a really big t-shirt, baggy pants, you were the best shit ever. When really those guys were probably the ones that made fun of like the mentally disabled kids in school. And trust me, I witnessed this stuff. There was a kid who had a growth problem. He still looked like a little kid, right? He looked like he was at least 6 even though he was in high school. And one of these guys looked at him and said, "Your dick grow yet?" And I just wanted so hard to punch him in the face. And I think that was the guy I punched in Homecoming. So I guess I technically did, just not for that reason. That's a completely different rant. I could probably go on about like fucking douchebags in school all day. I'm not in school anymore, so I don't have to. But anyway, I got a minute left on recording. This thing only records for 20 minutes. This could go on forever though. Whatever. So, yeah, that's what I don't like about Halloween. It's not perfect. We gotta fix these problems. They're serious issues. Even Donald Trump would be standing. We gotta go ahead and fix these problems of Halloween. Say, if you enjoyed... I don't know, man. Hit that bell. It makes a ringing noise, I swear.